안녕하세요. Hello, my name is Fernanda from Mexico and I am 25 years old. I'm an interior designer currently working as a community manager for a Korean academy in my hometown. Our main goal is to teach Korean to Spanish speakers and vice versa, since there are a lot of Korean expats that learn Spanish through our posts. My main role is to get people interested in Korean and those who are already interested in to teach them more about the culture. That's why, as a community manager, not only I have to learn more about Korean culture, but also about the language. In our Facebook page, we have different sections to teach the students. I usually start the week by recommending one song. Then I post a comic. Then I create a post about Korean culture, vocabulary, and finally a quiz to make sure that they are actually learning. All those materials are made by me and checked over by the CEO. The comic I mentioned is an exclusive comic that I am working on for this academy called Lione Ilsan Senhal, in which I teach about grammar, idiomatic expressions, and slang, featuring daily life conversation between my characters. This is the reason why I need to improve my Korean skills in order to keep teaching people, because sometimes I struggle a bit to know if what I am teaching about is correct. For example, for the Korean culture post, I use websites like NamuWiki and Korean websites to get information to translate. But since my Korean skills are not that good yet, I'm unable to understand everything that I am reading. Due to this, I'm always worrying about doing misinterpretation. I don't want to rely anymore on neighbor translator. I wish to get into that Korean level in which I am completely sure about what am I talking about. I actually enjoy doing all these posts, so I want to keep working. Also, nowadays, a lot of Korean companies have settled down in my hometown, and since there is only one Korean academy, they are struggling in finding Korean Spanish and Korean English interpreters. So I want to snatch that opportunity. It will be great to work for a Korean company once I come back to my country to continue to sharpen my skills and not forget about all the knowledge I get from you. I get affected. Um, I'm a person who is really interested in other languages and culture, but Korean has been my favorite, maybe because it's been involved in my life since long ago. Um, I think the first time I really got into Korean culture, it was during high school days, and also the reason why I speak English. I studied in a bicultural program, in which our classes were taught in English. Also, we had foreign students who we had to share about our culture and vice versa. Once a Korean girl did a class presentation about the difference between Korean and Mexican culture, and that's what got me interested in our final project, we had to choose one country different to ours to make a public presentation, and I chose Korea in order to investigate more about the country and to get to know more deeply about it. I remember we had to do an scenario, and I did a big drawing of this Korean movie called The Host. Kwemul, Kwemul, I think it's called in Korean. We made a big ramen bowl. We had a Korean idol done in paperboard, and we had Korean food for the visitors. That was the first time I tried Korean food back then. Back then, when I tried kimchi, I thought the flavor was way too strong for me, and now I love to eat it. The dish I liked the most it was a soup that I didn't know what was the name, and ironically, it was kimchi jjigae. In 2016, I had the chance to travel to Busan for a cultural camp called World Munhwa Camp, where I got to meet foreigners from all around the world. In this camp, we had conference about diverse topics, and also they taught us about Korean culture, focusing more in folklore and games. They also let us do homestay to learn what the daily life in Korea is. Being in Korea for almost a month made me fall in love completely with the country. I just find it so interested. In addition to that, and because I am a designer, I was impressed to see the amount of effort in graphic design. It's funny because I even saved some packages for inspiration because they were so well designed. For example, I have this one. I think it's really pretty. um, and yeah, I keep looking at them whenever I have to do a specific project that is related. Upon that, I realized that Korea is a great place to grow professionally in the design field, and I started to look for a university in which I could do a master's degree in whether design or visual arts. But I found out that one of the requirements is to speak certain level of Korean, which I'm still far from. Also, webtoons got me interested. I got to know what a webtoon was while I was in Korea because I saw people on the subway scrolling and reading. Since one of my dreams when I was a child was to become a comic artist, I downloaded the app to see what it was about. what it was about. Nowadays, I really prefer this format of comics, and I am hoping that in the future I can release my webtoon based in Korea, at least in the global headquarters of Naver Webtoons. Uh, I actually been writing my story since 2016. I forgot to add that I started to learn Korea at the academy I work for, which actually was founded by an exchange student from your school. She was the one that introduced me to the program of your school. I actually have this one they gave me. um, yeah, and I really enjoy all about Korean culture. I love its history, Hangul, the folklore. I love everything. So that's why I've been studying for a while. But since I haven't gotten enough real life practice, I don't feel confident yet to speak. I struggle a lot in listening comprehension and speaking. That's why I feel that this program will help me a lot to become fluent and to keep spreading knowledge about Korean culture. So if I get the opportunity, I wish to stay for the whole program until I get a diploma. That will be amazing. I I also passed the topic one test, getting a level two, I think, and my goal is to have a good score in topic two. Yeah, I know it sounds like I have too many goals, but I know that little by little I'll be able to fulfill them. Some of them with your help, of course. Once I get to learn Korean properly, I know I will find my right path. I'm really looking forward to studying your university, so I hope you give me this great opportunity. I will give my best, that's for sure. So thank you. 감사합니다.